Hey there, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to our 4-year update.
Yeah, it's been a journey.
Today is January 21st, 2024, and Catherine, I, and Prana are here in Arusha, Tanzania, halfway through Africa. And the last update we had was our 3-year, which was in Rio de Janeiro over the ocean in Brazil.
Yeah, Prana, can you say hi?
Say hi to the camera.
Hi to the camera, hi to the people.
Prana turns 2 in 5 days.
Yeah, it's almost your birthday.
You're gonna turn 2.
And then we will have our anniversary, not our wedding anniversary, but our being together anniversary for 5 years coming up at the end of February.
So a lot of significance around this time of year for us. Just wanted to catch you up on everything that's happened in the past year as condensed of a form as we possibly can.
We've done a lot in this whole year.
Chronologically speaking, we finished the Energy Union Yoga and Qigong teacher training in Rio, and that finished well, though we have some things to definitely work on to make it even better for the next time, which we plan on possibly Cairo or maybe somewhere in Europe. So what we ended up doing was, instead of shipping our truck from Brazil, we decided to drive south 20 hours to Uruguay, to Montevideo, Uruguay, where it was a lot more affordable to ship our truck over the ocean to Durban, South Africa. We got a great deal on a repositioning cruise to take us over the ocean, since we weren't able to join with the Yoda Home on the cargo carrier. That wasn't allowed.
But we still went over the ocean.
In style.
In style. We got an MSC cruise. It was 14 days that went over the Atlantic Ocean. It was absolutely phenomenal. And it ended up being about the same as what it would have costed us to fly.
Yeah, because when you fly, there's no direct planes that go from South America to Africa.
So we would have had to...
So we would have had to fly to Europe and then fly south to South Africa, because it wasn't the season. We tried to find a sailor
or a cruise even
or something that went that way, but nothing was going that way. So what we had to do was take a cruise from Sao Paulo, Brazil. We had to fly back to Sao Paulo, Brazil, and then across the Atlantic up north to the Canary Islands and then to Portugal.
Yeah, which then we flew.
And then we flew from Portugal down to Durban, South Africa, where we waited, received our camper truck, our Yoda Home, and then proceeded to drive across the South African country all the way to Cape Town, where we co-hosted the Animus Flow Fest. I'm wearing this shirt right now, alongside Flow DNA, a big flow arts brand, and a couple other groups. And that was a huge success.
It was a huge success. That was so much fun. I've never been around so many fire dancers and skilled fire dancers, to say the least, at the same time. So it was really a great welcome into a new continent.
We did an epic exchange with Flow DNA for their Majora fans, basically top of the line fire fans. We also are in the process of doing an exchange with Crispy Clowns, which is from Portland, Oregon. They shipped us a super high quality pair each of their fire poi and sock poi. So we did a review for them. We're
still doing content for them.
We're recording on Tuesday a fire spinning music video with Mount Kilimanjaro in the background. Not skipping ahead just yet though. After Cape Town, we drove north to Namibia, where we connected with Zelda Lorenz of Evolve Fire and Entertainment, essentially the one big brand of fire dancing. Oh, and Catherine's got the Carnival of Flames.
She does the Carnival of Flames. Yeah, we
really wonderful woman.
We did so much with her and the community up there, from fire shows to retreats to just rebuilding our camper. We generated the money we needed to rebuild our camper, the engine and the whole woodworking of the body. So we found a really good woodworker who knew what he was doing. He used marine plywood, which is water resistant. Definitely
going to be good for another 40 years.
Yeah.
But we're just looking to finish up the rest of this around the world journey, which we're projecting is going to be another 4 years. So we're halfway now.
Yeah.
After Namibia and all the things that we did there, we drove. We briefly spent the night in Botswana. One night. Right across the Botswana border, like on the border right now. Into Zimbabwe to Victoria Falls, where we did another show, connected and collaborated the whole way, kind of like jumped from connection to connection. It was very, very tribal, very communal here in Africa, so it wasn't hard to connect to the next organization. We connected with Shoestrings in Victoria Falls, stayed with one of their parent companies, did some shows for them, and then made another connection with Jolly Boys just over the border in Zambia, in Livingstone, Zambia, and did more performances for them. And it's just been great. Like, we haven't had to spend anything on lodging or barely even with food, because that's been our straight across exchange.
Africa, we've always had a place to stay and work to do in Africa before we've even gotten to the next countries. So
that's been fantastic.
Kind of leads us up. Jesse spun fire over Victoria Falls.
I had the really amazing experience. Getting a special tour. It was kind of an after-hours tour
to Devil's Pool.
To the Devil's Pool, which is kind of a safe tourist attraction where people can basically lay right on the falls and hang an arm off of the falls. I took the fire ploy with us, and we set that up and had a really good time with that. And that video went a little viral.
That video did go a little viral.
After that, we more or less made it as quickly up to Arusha as we could. We stopped by Lusaka, did a couple more performances over a couple weeks at the Natwange Backpackers, and then north into Tanzania. And getting through Tanzania was actually pretty challenging. We made through a lot of Tanzania in a short amount of time, and there's a lot of cops here. There's a lot of military personnel, so we got pulled over a lot. It didn't end up being that big of a deal, but it was just challenging because the roads here, the further we kind of get into the heart of Africa, the more challenging the roads have become. Not all put together, not always paved, or sometimes falling apart, the pavement.
Yeah.
Still manageable, with all of the reparations that we've done with the Yoda Home. We've invested a ton into the Yoda Home this year.
So
much. A ton. More than I've ever invested in any car, really. And we're really excited at some point to get a paint job on the Yoda Home, which we suspect that we will do at some point after the Middle East or after the UAE.
After the heat of the desert.
Oh, and by the way, I just finished hiking Mount Kilimanjaro. Prana has around her neck the medal that I received, and set a world record for highest elevation fire spinning. So I took my fire ploy up there again, got all the permits that we needed with Shaw Tours, really helping out a local company. You're welcome, Prana. You want me to put it on? Okay.
It was actually the longest Jesse and I have ever spent away from each other.
Yeah, we spent a week away from one another. It was the only time I spent time away from Prana. But it's well worth it, well organized. Be sure to check out that video. I've already worked on a short version of the story. I'm going to be working on a long version here soon. So stay tuned for that. And what's next for us is pretty soon, and next month in February, we're going to head north into Kenya. We're making connections in Nairobi. Catherine's got her heart set on the Giraffe Manor, which is essentially a place where giraffes can stick their heads into your room and you can feed them. We got this awesome opportunity sending out a message on a Facebook group, and we're received by a man and his brother Mustafa and Zohar, who live right next to the clock tower right downtown Arusha, and basically insisted that we stay with them here for the entire time.
For the entire time, they were like, "Are you comfortable?"
So that's where we are here today. And finishing up our last couple of things here, recording that music video, celebrating Prana's birthday.
Yep, and
then heading north. We are looking to connect with some safaris here soon to check out the Serengeti, which is also nearby. And but we can't really drive our truck because the terrain is so extreme and we don't know our way around. So what we're doing right now is branching out through the connections we've already made, find someone that we can do another collaboration with. The collaborations have just been off the charts awesome here in Africa, and we really appreciate that. All of our gigs just getting ever better. So we're really settling into this lifestyle.
Yeah.
And feeling really good about it.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate you following along and enjoying the journey with us. If you have anything that you would like to see, any requests, we do sponsor videos where we teach different classes and the stuff that we offer, from professional travel to the fire dancing to yoga, qigong, and meditation. you know, because this is how we're able to invest in our dreams, is invest in other people.
Yeah, we're beginning to fine tune our niche down to personal training. Anything that you see, we can train. And it's all centered around traveling and living your dream. So whether that's with business or with your physical state, your condition, it all goes hand in hand, and we've done it for ourselves in a matter of months now with years under our belt and a kid. So we definitely have the tools and a structure with those tools. We even ran some online courses that were quite successful. We got testimonials that we'd like to see.
That was big. We did our first 3-month course of Design Your Dream Job and Start Traveling, which we will offer again and do offer to individuals. So if that's something you're interested in, living a lifestyle like this, consider this your invitation. Thank you guys very much. Thank you to our patrons.
Yeah.
Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to our students.
Thank you to all of our hosts around the world, and even people who've just connected with us and felt inspired and are still watching along today.
Yeah. And we will continue to see you around the world. So if you haven't already, like and subscribe to our channel. Enjoy this video. Share it to groups, to friends, to whomever. We want to spread the word as much as possible about the Unite the World firsthand drive around the entire planet journey. We're halfway around the world. We've still got all of the rest, half of Africa, Europe, Asia, and Oceania to go.
Yeah, it's a big deal. So,
Thank you again for watching.
we'll see you guys around the world.
Live limitless.